Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reagan if you're new, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back and joining me. Today we're really close and personal because I am going to be doing a get ready with me. So this is my go-to makeup routine. It's like what I do pretty much every day unless it's like a special occasion. It is a full face of makeup. So I'm just gonna kind of walk through with you guys what I do, what I use, and you can kind of see my makeup style. So I have my hair all pulled back. The first thing I always do before I do my makeup is I wash my face. You just want to start with a clean canvas. The second thing that you always want to do is you want to moisturize your face. I'm going to be moisturizing with the Glam Glow Glow Star Mega Illuminating Moisturizer Hydrant Mega Illuminant. It comes in this little thing. It does say it's tinted. It's a little tinted. I would just say it makes your skin more glowy. It's not gonna have any coverage at all really. So I just put this all over my face, and on days that I don't do all of my makeup, I will just put this on. It also smells really good. It smells like orange dreamsicle. So I love Yummy products. Next, I always use a primer. The primer I'm using today is the Estee Lauder The Mattifier Shine Control Perfecting Primer and Finisher. I have a really hard time finding primers that I feel like do anything for my face. A lot of the time I just feel like it's wasted money because I can't tell a difference from when I do use them and when I don't. And then I found this and I loved it. You can actually tell that it does control the shine. So I just rub this all over my face as well. Next, I'm going to conceal. The concealer I use is Tarte Shape Tape. I have used this for a very long time. It will always be my go-to concealer. I absolutely love it. I do change the shades that I go through depending on the season. So right now I'm using the 22N Light Neutral. I feel like this is the perfect formula. It's so concealing. It covers so well. I have recommended this to so many people. I feel like I will never change from this. It's just something that whenever I'm shopping for makeup, I always pick one of these up because I know that I'm gonna need it. The other thing I love is I actually don't go through these very fast at all. I mean, I never have to repump the product onto this. I just use the amount that's on the applicator when I first pull it out. I just go right under my eyes, dots, and then I draw one on my nose, and then just kind of my T-zone right here on my forehead, and then some on my chin, and then I conceal any spots that I feel like are more red or irritated that day. And then I'm just gonna go through and draw this out under all my eyes. I do feel like I always have bags under my eyes, whether I get enough sleep or not. It's just something that is kind of always there. So I do always like to conceal under my eyes because of that reason. And then I just take my beauty blender and I blend it out. This is the Real Techniques one, Real Techniques sponge. I also will always use this sponge. I've never really wanted to try the Real Beauty blender because it's way more expensive than this. Ulta always has deals on their beauty blenders, and so you can get them like buy one get one free, buy two get one free. I usually get them in like big packs because you like never know when you're gonna need a new beauty blender. Like all of a sudden one day you're like, okay, it's time for a new one, and then sometimes you go through them way faster than other times. And so I just like to always have them on hand in case I do decide I need a new one. I'm gonna go in with my foundation. So I do prefer liquid foundations. on days that I'm not doing full makeup, I do a powder foundation, just quickly put it on there. I have been through a lot of foundations, and tinted moisturizers always seem to be my favorite. I feel like my skin doesn't necessarily need full coverage. I just feel like a tinted moisturizer does the job that I want done. So I always tend to grab those. I do have different foundations that I use that I can build up more if I do want that fuller coverage. But today I'm just going to be using the Laura Geller Quench and Tint Hydrating Foundation in the shade Medium. So this foundation is a little bit darker than I would like, but they only have like 4 different colors in this foundation, which is the downfall. They have like light, medium, dark, very dark type thing. And so I can make the medium work, but I wish there was a color in between the light and the medium. This is what it looks like. I like that you can just squeeze it out. Just squeeze it onto the back of my hand, not a lot, just like one little dollop. And then I just dot it all over my face. I tend to put more in my T-zone where I gain color throughout the day. And so I can have a little bit more coverage there. So then I take, I don't even know what this is called, but it's like a silicone squishy thing. Also got this from Real Techniques in a brush kit, and it's like a beauty blender, but it's not. I have no idea. See, it's like squishy, and it makes it so easy just to put your foundation on, and it doesn't soak up any of the product, which is one of the downfalls of a beauty blender, is it absorbs so much product that I feel like I'm losing out on. I can place the product all over my face where I want it before it dries out or is absorbed. So I love that. With the beauty blender, when you're applying your foundation with it, it almost seems to be drying as you go. But with this, it's like it doesn't dry as you go. It's just like you're kind of smearing it all over your face, which sounds bad, but it's still like blending into your skin. I don't know. I love this. After I get all my foundation where I want it to be on my face, I go back in with my beauty blender and kind of blend it more into my skin so that it can absorb more. I just kind of like push it in and blend where I feel like it's too pigmented, so you can get that really airbrushed, flawless look. I always make sure when I'm blending my foundation to close my lips like this and go over like this, because sometimes I feel like people don't get close to their lips because they don't want foundation on their lips, and then there's like a little ring outside my lips. So I always do that so that it can look more natural and you don't get those lines. Okay, so I feel blended and good about this foundation. Then once I feel good about it, I am going to set it with a powder. I guess it's not a setting. I just put a powder over it to lock it into place. And so I am using the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. It looks like it would be tinted. There's really no pigment to that. I just take a big brush. I just take this Real Techniques brush, Duo Fiber Face Brush, and fluffy. So I just kind of put it all over my face. This is also going to have the same mattifying effect that I want my foundation to have, the look that I want. I also just think that this makes it blend more into my natural skin to look better, more effortless, very soft, and it really just sets my foundation where I want it to be. Next, I am going to kind of contour my face. I like to contour my face with bronzers. I wouldn't even really call it contour my face, but I do like to shape my face with bronzer. So I use this, the Anastasia Sun Dipped Glow Kit. I mean, this is an oldie. This is such a throwback, and it's just one of my go-tos to grab. Those are the shades. So I use this top dark brown one to bronze slash contour my face. It's the bronzed shade. I'm just gonna use this Real Techniques brush 303. It is just a flat brush on top. It's hard. It's not really like fluffy. That's what it looks like. I like pretty brushes. So these ones were like purple, and so I got the kit. Sometimes when I want more defined cheeks, I spray setting spray on my brushes before I do this. But today I'm just gonna go in, make a line on my face. I just pull my cheeks in and then just draw a line from my ear to my cheek. And then I also go right to my hairline all the way around my face to kind of frame it. It looks so crazy right now because it's so defined, but I am going to blend it out. Next, I am going to take my It brush, Cur 50W brush. Again, a pretty brush with diamonds on it. It's fluffy, but the bristles aren't like fluffy, but it's pretty big. It's firmer, but this is what the brush looks like. And I just take it through my face and just in circles, I blend out this all over to make it look more natural and take away that defining line. This way I still get the coloring that I want, but it's more blended out and natural. I just kind of use this same brush when I'm going through like this to blend everything again, just because you want everything to look as blended as possible. Next, I'm gonna go in with my blush. I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio. It is the Berry Adore Trio. I really like this trio because it has like a really dark maroon, then a more peachy color, and it also has that pretty pink color. So any mood, any look, I can use this blush trio, and it's just something I always grab. It's super just small, easy to pack, so I do love this. I'm gonna go in with my Real Techniques brush. It says cheek brush, which is exactly what I'm using it for. So it's just this pink brush, very fluffy, more oval. I'm just gonna go in with the peach color on this very bottom. It is called Desert, and I'm just going to blend it right on my cheekbones. Very pigmented. I do have to say other blushes aren't pigmented. That's something blushes usually lack. And so the first time I did use this, it was way more pigmented than I expected, and so I got a lot. And I have learned now a little bit goes a long ways. I do like to use blush because it kind of ties my look together. The bronzing gives me shape, the blush gives me a color. Okay, and then I'm just gonna use the same blending brush that I used before and just blend that out as well. For this one, I just pat more so that I can push it into my face and also blend it with my foundation and into my bronzer. Over the lips again. Okay, and then the last face product I'm going to use is a highlighter. I'm just going to use the same kit and just use the shade Summer. It's just like a yellowy golden highlight, just shimmery. I just use the Real Techniques stippling brush. That's the top of it, just flat on top. And I like this brush with highlighters because it really transfers the highlight well onto my face, which is something I have a problem with highlighters and other brushes. So I just found this one really works for me. I just dab it in that, and I'm just gonna go right on top of my cheekbone right here. And on top of this same cheekbone. This is the end of the face. Sometimes I do just finish it off with blending my neck and my face together so they look like one. Now, moving on to the eyes. The first thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows. My favorite eyebrow products are pencils. I like the retractable ones best because they are easy. I did try recently this new product. It's actually a new beauty brand altogether. It is the Creme Shop, something like that. And it is their macro brow pencil. Packaging is so sleek and shiny and fancy. So I do like this. It does have the spoolie at one end and then the twist up product at the other end. This is in the shade taupe as well. I do have to say that this eyebrow pencil is darker, even though it's taupe, but I do like it because it's so defining on your eyebrows. I like the shape of my eyebrows. I do like to outline my brow and then just kind of lightly fill it in. Spoolies are your best friend when you are doing eyebrows. Just so easy to smooth it all out. Sometimes I like to stick it up more than just a little bit so I can get a sharper edge to do the inside of my eyebrow. Really get that nice sharp look. Okay, so you can see this one is darker than this one. My hair is dark. I don't feel like it looks weird. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow. I know that this is a problem for most people, is that they get so frustrated because this eyebrow never seems to end up looking exactly like this eyebrow. And so I just want to remind you all, your eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins. They are not supposed to look exactly alike. They're sisters, so it's okay for them to look a little different. And I still try to make them look as similar as possible, but they're never gonna look exactly the same. This one always seems thicker to me, and that's what I get bugged about. Naturally, when I'm done doing this one, I have to go back and fix this one. Okay, so there are my brows. They do look very weird this dark with no eye makeup on, so I'm going to put that on now. I don't always do eyeshadow, but I do feel like a little bit can make a big difference. So I'm just gonna show you a basic eyeshadow look that I do with you can wear anything with it. So simple, so fast, easy, and it's my go-to eyeshadow right now. I'm going to use the, lo and behold, Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is in the shade Sin. It's just shiny and pretty, and I love it. It's the perfect color to put underneath your eyeshadow because you could just put this on and it would be pretty. Like, it's just the perfect neutral color with a little bit of shine. So I love this one. So I'm just gonna put it all over my eyes. And then I just take my finger, pat it out, and blend it into my eyelid. This really does make a difference. If you don't use eyeshadow primer, you need to be using eyeshadow primer because it is going to make your eyeshadow stay so much more. You don't even know the eyeshadow game until you're using eyeshadow primer. So please, please, I don't care even what one it is, just use it and your whole opinion on eyeshadow will change. Okay, so now that that's all over, I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. It smells so good. It literally smells like chocolate. And who would not love that? Makeup that smells so good. Oh, it's my favorite. Okay, So this is a go-to palette of mine just because it just has so many neutrals, so many everyday go-to shades in it, and it's amazing pigment. It's perfect. So gorgeous. It has a good mix of matte and shimmer eyeshadows. I'm gonna go in with this shade, Divinity, this dark brown malted. Those are the two colors I'll be using. They're both matte shades. First, for the cream shade Divinity, I am going to use my Morphe brush. This came in a set and it doesn't have a number. It's just this flat brush. I'm just gonna use that to put the cream shade all over my lid. Even a little bit above the lid is good, just to kind of make it blended. Sometimes those really light shades can come with harsh lines, so blend, blend, blend. So I'm gonna also take this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. It's just this fluffy eyeshadow brush. And I just always use this to blend my eyeshadow out as I'm going. I use this brush constantly, but I don't think I've ever used it for actual eyeshadow. So I just use it to blend out those lines that you don't want. This just makes your eyelid look so flawless and smooth and one color. That's really what all this is doing. And any fallout, I just brush away with this same powder brush I used. So I just brush away all the fallout. And then next, I'm just going to take this more pointed Morphe brush. Same kit, doesn't have a name. I'm just gonna take that malted dark brown and put it right above my eyelid just to kind of line the crease. I want most of the pigment to be on the outside of my eye, so that's where I'm gonna start. And then I'm gonna bring it towards the middle of my eye so it can kind of blend out to the center of my eye. I mean the center of my face, the inside of my eye. Again with the blending of this brush. And then I can fix it with the flat brush, the Divinity color, the light color. And that's all. I just leave my eye that way. I feel like it makes it just makes it look framed. It makes my eyes pop a little bit more. It's just a little something, but it's not huge, super noticeable. And I used to be so scared of putting eyeshadow anywhere but my eyelid. And then when I learned that putting eyeshadow just right along that eyebrow bone, that eye socket, makes it look so pretty. A lot of people don't even have big eyelids, so they have a hard time with eyeshadow, but if you just put a little bit outside your eyelid, it just makes it pop so much more. I'm just gonna make sure this is really blended. And then that is all. Super easy eyeshadow. It goes with everything. I mean, you can make it more brown, you can make it darker. I just love it so much. Next, I'm going to take eyeliner. I'm going to line my eyes. I don't really put eyeliner on my top lid anymore. It's something I did when I was in high school, and I feel like I overdid it so much that I just was like done with that. Sometimes I do just very lightly, or when I'm doing like winged liner, but I usually just line my bottom line, and I only like to do my waterline. It makes my eyes pop a lot and I love it. It's hard to find liners that don't run or wear throughout the day right there, since it is my waterline. It has a lot of water naturally. I do still want that line all day. So I did find this eyeliner that's worked the best for me so far. If you do have any other recommendations, please let me know. any eyeliners that are pencils. Again, I like eyeliners that are pencils. I'm so weird, but it's just what I am most comfortable with. So any pencil liners that don't run, that don't wear in your waterline as much. This one is the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil. I'm pretty sure it only comes in one color, but this one's in Legend. This is fine because I only want very black anyways, so this is perfect for me. I've had this for a long time. I obviously don't use a lot. I'm just literally lining the bottom of my eyes. Line my whole eye, and that's all the eyeliner I do. I, especially just day to day. On special looks, I do top line, very tiny top, or I do wings liner. But for every day, I just do my bottom lash line like that. And I feel like it just makes my eyes pop so much more, and I really like the look of it. Next, I'm gonna do my mascara. I've gone through lots of other mascaras, but none have really stuck. So I'm in the middle of changing mascaras, and I started using this one, and so far I love it. And I really hope that through the life of this mascara that I love it till the end, and I can change to this mascara. So this is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. This is the applicator. Just little, it kind of has that curve to it. This is just in black. People who use brown mascara cannot be trusted. So weird. Guys, I love this mascara because it doesn't take so many coats for me to get where I want my lashes to be. It goes on so smoothly. I love it. I bought, like, Ulta was having like a mascara sale or something. Maybe, I don't even know when it was. And they had like a bunch of $10 mascaras. And I picked up like one of every single one that was on sale so I could just go through them and find the next one that I loved. So if you have any recommendations for mascaras, please let me know. But this one seems wonderful. I actually really like it. And if you have this one, tell me if you like this one too. Oh. Don't you love when you get mascara on and you can just feel your makeup complete? It just completes the look. Not clumpy. It's so smooth to put on. It doesn't look globby. I like it a lot. I also put mascara on my bottom lashes. I always have. I also like this mascara because it's not messy. I mean, it's pretty new, and some mascaras, when they're new, are really messy to liquidy, and I don't get that feeling with this one. It's so amazing to put on. I'm just gonna finish my look with some lip balm. I just recently ordered this and I have been loving it since I got here. It's the Glossier, I don't know how to say it, birthdaybalm.com. First of all, birthdaybalm.com, how cute is the name? Second of all, it literally tastes and smells like birthday cake, so why would you not love that? Look at the packaging, so cute. I love this. The only thing I hate, and I actually can say hate, it's not that I don't like it, I hate the packaging. Not the look of the packaging, but I hate how you have to like push it. It's like a squeeze tube to apply it. Like, it's just not easy to apply. And like, so awkward. What? I wish it had a better applicator or a way to get the product out of the tube, because this doesn't work great. But like, look, I'm having so many difficulties. It's okay. I can handle difficulty of getting the product out because it's so amazing. It just makes them look glam and beautiful, full, moisturized, and I love it. So this is one of my new favorites. Definitely go order this. So good, so good. I always end my makeup with setting spray. I will always use Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray over the face. And that completes my makeup. It does not always take this long. It's just taking an extremely long time today because I'm talking through it. It makes me look pretty. So that's why I love this look. So guys, that is the end of my video. This is my pretty much go-to everyday makeup routine that I use. I wear this everywhere that I'm going, and it's just day-to-day, super easy, fast, and it makes me feel good, which is the most important part about makeup, is that it makes you feel beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you can try some of the products that I'm using. If you use any of the same ones, please let me know. If you have any recommendations, let me know as well. Thank you for tuning in and watching me. This is what I love to do, and so I love sharing it with you. I will link all my social medias below as well. They are all Reagan.Nichols. I will also link all the products that I used below, so if you want to pick them up, you can. Make sure to like this video and subscribe for new videos every week. Thank you for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye, loves.